Hello and welcome to the DoveSisters. I'm Annie and today I am making a grinding and yapping video. So I will actually be yapping through the entire video this time, which I think is what turned people away from some other videos. The fact that I wasn't yapping the entire time. And my first video was an inventory tour and then grinding, but it wasn't a grind and yap session. It was just a grinding session that I was hoping would motivate people to grind with me. But I guess it's not as motivating when you can't hear them, you have to watch them, and you kind of have to watch yourself while you're playing. So it does seem a little counterintuitive now that I think about it, but it's also just fun to watch people grind, I feel like. So maybe it's for another audience. But anyways, this is my third long form video, and it's actually my second take of this video. I tried recording earlier, and um, I don't know, the whole thing got deleted somehow, except for like the first 42 seconds. But those 42 seconds were of complete silence, so that's fun. Just a warning in advance, this video has some choppy cuts because one, um, I stood in the city center waiting for new tasks for a solid 5 minutes, and I didn't think anybody would want to watch 5 minutes of me just standing there menacingly. Um, and one other time, my friend texted me in the middle of my recording, so I didn't want to like dox her or anything, so or myself, so I cut that out as well. Um, and Another warning, you've already noticed this by now though. My mic quality is very questionable, but I'm hoping you've gotten past all of that and are still watching because now I'm actually going to start yapping about the game and myself and more interesting things. Um, so I've been playing Adopt Me for like 2 months now, and I really enjoyed it. And I've gotten my dream pet, which is Cassie the Glormy Dolphin. I know she's a really low value pet, but I love Glormy Dolphins. I just think they're the prettiest pet in the game. And I'm very happy that I managed to get her. I kind of was scammed just a little bit, but I don't think it counts because of how happy I am with her. I think I traded like some advent abuse eggs, a chocolate Dutch guinea pig, and like two sea turtles. So it was an okay trade. I was just a little bit over, and she's a neon, so it's not like I was overpaying too much. It was fine. It's fine. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. But I love her to bits and pieces, and I also have my Stygian owl, which I've yet to name. Maybe I'll name it whatever the top comment is, and give that top commenter a Stygian owl of their own, perhaps. That could be cool, because I do have some spares. I only wanted a neon. I don't want a mega. So I have some spares, and I guess I could use them for trading, but I also just think it'd be nice to give one away to the community and the people who actually watch me, which is very few, but I do appreciate those who do watch me. Now, I was checking my YouTube statistics the other day, and a lot of my viewers are actually from Vietnam and Indonesia. I think that's mostly due to my recording schedule, because I tend to post later in the day for me, which is early in the day for them. So I guess it kind of makes sense. And if you're watching this auto dubbed, hi, I noticed you. I just thought that was kind of funny. And I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, obviously. I just thought it was funny because I'm from the United States. And I thought that my audience would be mostly from the United States as well, but it appears it is not. So I hope YouTube auto dub works for those of you who don't live in the US. Um, but anyways, back to the game. Playing for 2 months. This is my first Summerfest, and I'm actually loving it. I know that it's gotten some negative feedback because of its lack of mini games, but for me personally, I think the skydiving and fishing has been enough fun. Like getting to skydive every day. I do wish they'd change it up a little more, like if it was randomized every time you skydived, that would be a lot of fun, so that you weren't just going through the same motions every single time. Also, I apologize if my voice is going a little, because I have been talking for like 40 minutes straight now after, no, not 40 minutes, that's an exaggeration, but probably 30 minutes straight because of my first recording, which was also about 25 minutes, and now this recording, which is now another 5 minutes. I'm sorry if I'm talking too much about the technical side of this. It's just that's what I have to deal with. And I don't know, it's what I've been dealing with a lot lately. Um, but I do get to play a lot of my favorite game, which is also amazing. So, yeah, Summerfest, I've really enjoyed it. I love the pets. And I'm so excited to get like a mega river otter because those things are adorable. I was also thinking of doing like a Burger Bear giveaway because I do have some spare Robux and don't have anything particular I want to spend them on. And again, I love giving back to the community. It's a very small community, but a community nevertheless. Um, yeah, Summerfest. Yeah, it's been great. Um, McLean, my sister, the other Dove sister, has not been playing a whole lot, so I was thinking that maybe I would give her a neon rainbow trout just as a little gift because she hasn't played enough to catch any rainbow trout and she loves them, and especially the neon. And I only want one for myself because I don't particularly love the neon, but she does, so I was thinking of getting her that. I've been fishing a lot. I have enough fish for like two tealwood monsters. I'll only be getting one. But that's because I did 100 baits fishing video and skydiving, but that's not as relevant as the fishing. I was fishing for a lot of that video. So I have a ton of fish. But I I do really like the tealwood monster. I wasn't gonna get one originally because I didn't realize how many acorns I was gonna end up making, which my plan is to make 5 million so that I can do a shopping spree, which does feel like copying River a little bit, but she usually does 6 million and I wasn't expecting her to do 5 million as well as I am expecting her to do 5 million as well. I don't know, I'm having a hard time talking right now if you can't tell because I've been talking for so long. Um, but I'm not trying to copy her or anything. It's gonna be very different because I think I'm gonna be buying more pets, where she's gonna be buying a lot of pet wear, but I'm gonna buy like as many Oki boxes as I can get my hands on, because I think those things are adorable, and I really want a neon of the wizard, which should take theoretically like I forget the odds. Is it 100 or 200 boxes? Either way, I think I can afford it. So I'll be doing a shopping spree video and an Oki box opening video. So if you want to see those, I don't know, maybe you could like, subscribe, and turn on notifications just so that I can confirm that you want to see those. All jokes aside, um, all jokes aside, sorry, I just got a text and I got really distracted. I swear I don't have ADHD. I've been told I don't, but sometimes it seems like I do. If you can't tell by the way I talk. Um, yeah, but Adopt Me, I've been having so much fun. I'm not huge on trading because I did kind of get scammed a little bit for luring dolphins, but I'm fine with that now. And I only have like 3 pets that I want anyway. I would like a neon beta fish because I just think they're really cute. I know they're a really low value pet, so it's kind of hard to find people trading them, but I think they're adorable, and I just want a neon, which isn't a huge ask. I don't want it for free or anything. It's just hard finding people who are actually trading them. And then I think everybody wants this pet, Dongo penguins, because they are adorable, and it's just 3 little penguins chilling in a stack with the cutest colors, the cutest color combination. And I think they're worth like 2 on Alfred, so they're not super high value. And it's not like I want anything crazy like a mega fly ride Dongo Penguin or anything. I just want like one normal Dongo Penguin to pull out occasionally instead of like my Stygian Owl. Um, yeah, so I want Dongo Penguin, Beta Fish, and then I would also like a Moonbeam Peacock, which is the biggest ask. I don't know how I'm going to afford that, but I'm going to figure it out because that pet is gorgeous. And I know it's Robux, and I know it's a legendary Robux, so it's very expensive, and I think it's 10 on Elfred. So that might be a struggle to get my hands on, but I think if I keep hatching eggs, and maybe I get some extra Okies, which I will definitely get extra Okies, because I don't know, if you hatch enough to get a Neon Wizard, I have a feeling I'll be able to have some spare Mega Okies. And I think people do think the normal Okies are pretty cute, so I think I should be able to get some okay offers for that. Although I've heard that Roblox has a bit of a botting problem, which is why a lot of pets from this update have been worth a lot less than they should be, because bots have been getting copious amounts of them, and it's just difficult as somebody who doesn't bought the game or have like a bazillion alt accounts or all the Robux in the world to trade when the community is kind of in like such an odd situation with this botting issue, but I don't know the most about it. I think Tulip Plays has a video going more in depth on this issue, so maybe you could check her out. She's also, I don't think she's a small adopt me YouTuber, but I think she's not one of the biggest ones out there, and I do enjoy her videos. I also really enjoy Paulescent. She's very new. She started like 2 weeks ago. And I think she is just so unconditionally herself, and her grinding and yapping videos are very entertaining to me. And it definitely motivates me to grind while listening to her. And she is a new favorite YouTuber. I also love River. River, she is usually like the first to post about things. So if I want content as soon as the game updates or anything, I can just go straight to River and she'll have something. And her thumbnails, I don't know, something about them is just so clickable. Um, I mean, her content is great too, but the thumbnails, they're just so tempting. Like you see them and you feel like you have to click on them. But anyways, I also, this is not an Adopt Me YouTuber, but I love to draw manga. I've been watching her since forever, and she has also been making YouTube videos for so long. And I think her growth process was also pretty slow, as is mine. I have like 2 subscribers as of now, but hopefully this video will earn me more. But she is an art YouTuber who draws in a manga style, as said in her name. But her art, I don't know, it's just very inspiring to see somebody learn and grow at their craft as you're doing the same, because I also enjoy drawing, not necessarily in a manga style, but occasionally in a manga style, but yeah, it's just really nice seeing somebody learning and growing like that, especially when you like compare her old art to her new art. I just think it's fascinating. Who else do I like? Oh, I actually know the creator of S'mores BRFS. So you should check out their channel if you really like virtual reality soccer. I haven't watched many of their videos, but I know they really enjoy what they do and would really appreciate if you gave them a like or a sub. Um, I think it's a slightly bigger channel than mine, but they also post a lot more often than I do. What else? Oh, maybe I could talk about my favorite music artists, because I do have a few. Recently I really liked Noah Kahan and Olivia Rodrigo. I think I have a cousin who's actually going to an Olivia Rodrigo concert, which I'm kind of jealous of, but I'll live with it. She says she prefers to go to a Noah Kahan one, but I wouldn't complain if I was her because they're both amazing artists. I also really like Aurora, and I know this is basic, but I do enjoy Taylor Swift. I feel like you either love her or you hate her, but I'm somewhere in between. I'm just like a Taylor Swift enjoyer, not a Taylor Swift fiend, you know? And like, no offense to Taylor Swift fiends, I love you. McLean is also one. So there's always that. McLean is funny in her own McLean way. Um, I know I was talking a lot about the tech side of this, and I'm not very tech savvy. I can't remember if I've said this in this recording or the last recording, so I'm so sorry if I'm repeating myself. But I used to take an engineering class, and I broke everything I touched. Like, I kid you not, everything. The computers, the Wi-Fi, the laser cutters, the even the sticker printers. Like, I would hit the on button and it would just not crash and burn. That's a little bit dramatic, but it would not function the way it's supposed to. Um, and I eventually quit that class because I think both the teacher and I were suffering from my bad luck when it comes to engineering. It wasn't even my fault. We could both agree on that. That it was not my fault. It was just technical errors that always seemed to line up with when I was there. Um, yeah, so that's not really a hobby of mine, but some of my hobbies do include reading. I love to read. I read like 150 books last year. Which makes me sound like a crazy person, but I'm fine with that. It's what I love to do. Um, I also crochet a lot. I tend to crochet dragons because they're so intricate and they have little pieces and big pieces, and it's fun with it being so varied. Um, I play violin occasionally, although my teachers, it wasn't just me, it was the whole violin section. They didn't seem to appreciate us very much. We were told that we both sounded like a small animal getting run over and an actual car crash. So I was a little disturbed by that and haven't been playing a whole lot of violin recently because of that. Well, not recently, but like the past while. I try and pick it up every once in a while, but I don't know, I just haven't played it as much as I did when I had it as a class, which was for a few years. Um, what else do I do? I do listen to music a good bit. I, whoa, I feel like I'm forgetting something really big. I don't know. I'll I'll think on it and I'll just talk about my favorite books in the meantime. I love The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. He, in my opinion, is a genius. Um, it's just a really great story from a perspective that you usually don't see, I feel like, because in World War II stories, it's typically about somebody being oppressed, but in this story, it's about the actual Germans and how they were oppressed as well as the people who they were fighting against. Like, it was just oppression all around. Of course, it was a war, but it was just an interesting perspective to see such a war from. Um, I also read recently The Picture of Dorian Gray, and Oscar Wilde's writing, something about it just clicked with me. That doesn't usually happen with classics. I think The Book Thief is usually considered a modern classic, but I don't know. Older classics writing doesn't usually click as instantly as this writing did. And I read both The Picture of Dorian Gray and then, oh, what is it? Um, Every Exquisite Thing by Laura Stevens, I believe. And it was based on The Picture of Dorian Gray, and I read those like back to back because I loved The Picture of Dorian Gray so much that I just had to get more of it. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? There was another book that I was talking about in my last recording, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Sorry if that was a little loud. But I adore that book. It's high fantasy, and it has such a complex plot and great world building, and I love Brandon Sanderson. And I can't wait to read the rest of the Cosmere, which is in the same universe as Mistborn, even though the magic system's like slightly different. I don't know. But if you've made it to this point in the video, thank you for enduring my yapping. And I'm going to give myself and you a break from it. And I'm going to do the outro here, and you can watch like another 3 minutes of grinding, or maybe just leave. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll like and subscribe, and maybe comment. If you comment, about like the Stygian Outworld Burger Bear giveaway, I will seriously think on it because I take everything that you have to say into consideration. But thank you so much for making it to this point in the video, and I hope I'll see you next time. Thank you, and bye.